Hi, this is Jeff Jacobs with Advanced Casting Technology. Today we're going to do a little instructional video on using the ACT casting platform for taking foot impressions for custom orthotics. The benefit of using this technique is that you're going to get a very accurate and reproducible model of the foot. By putting the foot suspended in foam in its subtalar neutral position, we're going to be able to replicate this shape into a plastic shell and then fabricate an orthotic device to treat your patient. The method is very simple. It's very quick. It's very clean. No messy plaster. And as I said, very reproducible, so that if the patient weight is consistent, the pillow density is consistent, and subtalar alignment is consistent, then everybody should be able to take the exact same model of the foot. Now, that consistency is very important when it comes to the lab, because what we're going to fabricate is going to be made on that model that you're taking. So the quality of the orthotic is going to be directly dependent on how well you take these foot impressions. It's a very simple technique, and we're going to show you how to do that now. We're going to do a quick evaluation. This is more of a refresher for you, but this is the way I do it in my clinic. I'm going to start with the frontal view and look at the feet. Look for any anomalies like toe contractures, maybe hallux valgus or bunion, Taylor's bunion, any accessory navicular, pump bumps, that sort of thing. This is an opportunity also to check the alignment of the knees, if there's varus or valgus. I don't see anything remarkable here, so go ahead and turn around for me. Now from the hind view, we're going to look at the heel to see if everted or inverted, whether the foot is excessively pronated or supinated, the arch height, again, any accessory navicular or any other anomalies showing. Now we're going to sight the forefoot, so I'll take your foot and lift up. And the way I do it is I grab the subtalar joint with my thumb and index finger, or second finger, manipulate the foot to neutral, slightly load the lateral column, and then sight the forefoot. Check the big toe, make sure that there isn't a phantom varus. It should be perpendicular to the heel. You can check straight toe mobility at this point, lesser digit mobility, midfoot flexibility, hindfoot flexibility. We'll do the same thing on both feet, and you'll make your chart notes accordingly. This, of course, is important when you're going to be considering adding certain accommodations on the orthotic, like a varus correction of the forefoot or the hindfoot. Okay. So the last thing I need to do is check the pelvic plane to see if there's any leg length discrepancy. This is just kind of a cursory evaluation. Take the pelvic level, place it on the crest of the pelvis, and left hip is slightly elevated. I'm going to guess maybe a quarter to 3/8. Nothing I'm going to really concern myself with at this time. Now that we've done the evaluation, we're going to take the foot impression. I put my patient back in her socks because there's a little bit of heat involved. It's not uncomfortable, but it's just a little creature comfort. First thing I'm going to do is have the patient face me and have you hand me your left foot. Grab the foot in midair so that you can take control. You're going to place the foot, the big toe joint, first MPJ, at the arrow on the pillow. Make sure that the heel is centered on the pillow. Okay, big step up now. Now the right foot. Again, take control of the patient, locating the foot where you want it. Go ahead and step down. Now we're going to position the knee cups so that they're slightly below the patella at the tibial tuberosity. So slightly below, a slightly upward angle of the knee cup. Go ahead and bring those knees forward for me. Now I'm going to instruct the patient, keep your foot in this position. Keep your knee in the knee cup and follow me. While holding onto the knee cup with the left hand, you're going to loosen the knob in the front. You're going to allow the knee cup to slide. By manipulating the knee from side to side, you'll feel the subtalar joint, the talus, moving laterally, medially, and in the middle, subtalar neutral, and secure the knob. We're going to do the same thing on the right now. Keep your foot in this position, keep your knee in the knee cup, and follow along as we manipulate the knee side to side, feeling to the talus, neutral alignment, and secure the knee cup. Now I'll take the plumb bob and, without dropping it down through the patient's toe, simply let it extend. This little snowball, you pinch the snowball as you move it up and down so you can adjust the height of the plumb bob. We'll do this on both. Now, in the normal alignment, it's somewhere between the first and third toe. On the left here, we have it aligned between the second and third. And on the right, it's aligned pretty much over the second. So there is some change in her alignment, which may be either A, finding the subtalar alignment correctly. Let's try this again. There. Or, in her case, there is a leg length discrepancy, which we discovered when we did the evaluation, and that may account for this. At this point, if you want, you can change the alignment of the knee slightly, make it a little bit more balanced. I've moved the knee in maybe just a couple centimeters so that it's now aligning over the second toe bilaterally. Take the plumb bobs, wrap them up over the knobs so they're out of the way. Now we're going to heat the cords and take the foot impression. So the impression cores come in two sizes. Large, which is women's 9.5 or larger, or men's 8.5 or larger. And medium, which is women's up to size 9.5 or men's size 8.5. Since Cindy's shoe size is approximately a woman's size 8, we're going to go with the medium core. The two pieces that are marked, and we're going to place it in the oven at 300 degrees. Make sure the oven is preheated so it's not heating up during this initial stage. This oven is already set for 300. We've got our countdown timer set for 1 minute. And while that's heating, I could take and fill out the paperwork that's enclosed. The order form is 2 parts. It's an NCR form. The yellow portion is for you. The white portion goes to the lab. It's important to add the facility name and address, the contact name, which presumably is you, the patient information. So we have a patient name, height, weight, age, gender. Shoe size is extremely important because we need to trim the orthotic to their shoe size. The diagnosis or any other information that you think is pertinent for us to know in fabrication. You're going to select at this time the different shell, whether there's arch fill or whether it's a nylon shell with a heel post or no heel post. The top cover material you want us to use, and any other modifications like a spur cutout, high flange, deep heel cup, or whether or not you want metatarsal pads, forefoot cushions, that sort of thing. So my timer has gone off. Stop the timer. Take the impression core out of the oven. You see that it's quite warm, very, very pliable. I'm going to start the timer for 1 minute again. So lift your left foot up for me. Now I'm going to position the impression core so that the heel is just about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch from the back edge of the core. And the big toe joint is at the transition in the pillow. And go ahead and step down for me and bring both knees forward into the knee cups. Now we have the patient back in the position that we had initially. And I'm going to take the time, since we've got about a minute for this to cool, to make sure that it's nice and tight around the heel, up into the arch, slightly elevated. The soft tissue can be compressed in the arch so that it's nice and accurate to the foot. So now as the impression core is cooled, you can lift your foot up. Now you'll notice that we have a nice arch profile, nice deep heel cup, nice and tight to the heel. No wrinkles in the back, and that's a function of not having the heel too far forward. So this is now cooled. You can set it aside. We're going to put the patient name in here and your facility, and then we're going to go ahead and mold the other foot. Now we have the impression cores properly labeled with the patient name and your facility name. We have the form filled out, your facility, patient name, and information. Here you've selected the shell, whether it's the heel post or arch fill, top cover. You want a little extra forefoot cushioning. You're going to take your copy, file it, take the lab copy. I suggest you reuse the envelope, the mailer bag. Place it in the bag, then into the Priority Mail video box, and then seal it up and place your mailing information on the box. If you're using a large core and it doesn't quite fit into the box, you can take a pair of shears and cut off the distal end of the impression core, a half inch or whatever is required to get it to fit into the box. So basically, all we need is from the first MPJ to the back of the heel. So anything up in here that's not being part of the orthotic can easily be cut off. Occasionally, the large cores are a little hard to fit in a standard size box. So priority mail from your facility is about 2 days. We're 2 to 3 days in the lab and 2 days back to you. So typical turnaround time with a weekend is about a week to 10 days. Our toll-free number is on the form. 866-999-4338. So if you have any questions, you need to consult with any of us on how to specify what the orthotic needs to be, or any help in evaluation with the patient, feel free to give us a call. We're there to help you, and we appreciate your business. Thanks.